Hey everyone, I wanted to be able to share a poem with you and I can't be there in person, so I thought I'll just make a video and pretend like the camera is you guys. I've got my poem here to read to you. I usually write my poems and then I'll share them and let people read them, but I don't usually read them out. I wanted to be a part of what we're doing and communicate my poems or one of my poems to you guys, and yeah, so here goes. Jesus died for you. He died for the one you call junkie too. Jesus died for you. Jesus died for the one you don't call but think is a whore too. Yes, he died so that we would have life. Also for the drunkard and the thief in the night. You see, he came for the sick and all those in need. He came for the dying and the lost to plant a living seed. You see, the enemy, the true thief, comes only to steal, kill, and destroy. Jesus came that we may have life and have it to the full. The word of God is true. It's as much for me as it is for you. It's as much for them and for those. He is for us and also for them. You see, there is really no us or them. There is only life and death. There is only we. See, we have all fallen short. It's not by any of our works, but God's grace is sufficient for all. Salvation is not a reward for our good works. It is an act of grace. It is because He is love, and He is love. He loved us not because we are good, but we are precious and we are important and we are loved by Him in our weakness. He is strong. See, the world saw Him and cried out, "Crucify, crucify." The world sees them and cries out, "Condemn, condemn." The enemy calls us by our mistakes, not our name. And he calls us by our name, not our mistakes. But what the world doesn't realize is that them are we. The world needs to realize is that Jesus is King. They don't know, but we do. We need to show them truth. So when we see someone commit a crime, we must not cry out, "Crucify." We must pray and point the way to truth and life. Don't get me wrong, if a crime is committed, there must be consequences. Consequence for correction, not for condemnation. For who are we to condemn? Who are we to judge? We are all sinners, and no one's better than the other. God is the only one true judge. As for us, we show love. We forgive as He forgave us. Yes, we must still be wise. We be careful and not misplace trust. But regardless of these things, yes, Jesus so loves you and me. Also, Jesus so loves your enemy. No, he doesn't condone wickedness. What he does is get in the thick of it. He gave us free will to choose him, to believe what he did and confess who he is. Jesus lights up the darkness. He outs all wickedness and shame. He takes away our heart of stone. He gives us a new heart and places a new spirit within us so that we may be his hands and feet, not to write others off, not to cut them down, but to speak life instead of death, to offer them our joy, our hope, our Jesus, our crown.